So what is the sport of speaking? Sport, it's an activity that requires discipline, skill, practice, and competition. Speaking, it's the act of expressing or conveying a message through words, presence, or tone. Now I want you to combine them. And when I think about sport, I think about the discipline, think preparation, and I think about the time that it takes to be able to not just refine, but master the craft of whatever sport that is. I think about the wins and the losses and the lessons in between, and to show up even when it's hard. And when I think about the craft or the art of speaking, I do think of presence. And I think about having the courage, the boldness to convey a message that's authentic to you. And when we do it right, we're able to lead, motivate, and potentially inspire people to not just change their behavior, but change their lives. Now, I know all this because I lived it. I was fortunate to get a chance to play professional baseball with the Colorado Rockies organization. I found myself in Silicon Valley, working and coaching with executive teams, companies, from Fortune 100 to Fortune 500, all in the internal and external game of communication. A common saying in baseball is that the game is 90% mental, and the highest performers understand that, and they implement practice and discipline on developing their mental game just as much as they do as the physical stuff. Same goes for the art of speaking. The difference is, across every arena that I've been in, whether it's on the field, on a court, in a locker room, or in the C-suite of a boardroom, the differentiator for the leaders that are shaping the world is they know how to communicate with clarity, with conviction, and with their own voice. Because the truth of the matter is that the soft skills, there's nothing soft about them. Because gone are the days where all of a sudden you're given a mic, whether you're an athlete or an executive, and you think you could just go on stage and wing it. Or you got a big deal to close, and you're not putting the prep and reps into honing in the craft of how to facilitate that conversation live. That's why I created the sport of speaking. It's implementing the same type of discipline and rigor and steps and practice that we do in sport, but in the game of speaking. And no, you don't have to want to be a keynote speaker. We're talking about you as a leader, at home, in the office, on the field. If everyone's a leader, then that means everyone has a message. And the goal with the sport of speaking is that you understand how important that message is. It's got to come through with clarity, with presence, and intention. And that's what the sport of speaking is about. So I ask you, if speaking is a sport, then how are you training for it?